There was a question about the time zone. One of the judges said that she was having an issue with one of the machines, the controller, I think, maybe, and something about it being on an Alaska time zone. Do you know anything about that?
I can pull and see, but
that's like the only thing that I've ever heard about that. But she was pretty concerned about it. She said actually someone in Tarrant County elections, when she called to ask, said, well, she said, oh, here's an issue, and they said, well, that's because it's on the wrong time zone. It's on Alaska time zone. Do you know anything about that?
But if there was something with a time zone, a tech would have gone out and fixed it.
It was at the end of the night, so it was.
Then, I mean, if you had reported until the end of the night, then it would have come back out.
Well, it was because the controller she couldn't get it to shut down properly. She couldn't get the controller to shut down.
Tapes before closing time, so if it's it makes sense, I guess.
So that's what she was asking, and she said a tech in Tarrant County elections told her that when she called in, but she didn't have their name, so I don't know how to even ask. Like, is all of this real?
If you send me the precinct number, we'll see if we have any.
It was at the Southwest Green Oaks.
Okay, cool.
That one. I didn't have this, but that was on election night. I didn't have a poll watcher there on election day. I only had them there for early voting, and they didn't have any issues like that during early voting. So, of course, like, everything goes wrong on election night when it matters and when I don't have as many poll watchers there. So, is there any way to find that out, if any of these are on the proper time zone? How do you... is that anything y'all do?
There's a printout they should use. They're looking at the time as they're setting them up and the whole thing.
So the only way for us to verify that is for me to be here at 2 o'clock and make sure that that says that it's 2 o'clock when that says 2 o'clock.
On the screen.
Yeah, it's 3:15 at this point in time.
Yeah, so this needs to be changed. These, remember, we change these twice a year because of the time zone thing. So when we go through public tests, that's part of one of the things that we do.
Okay.
Here is you're going to see that happen. So we'll change it. We'll change it here. So we can change all that, Thomas. Here, this one's
let them flow their normal.
Yeah. Okay.
The checklist of going through and setting them in the whole thing.
And this is is this a result tape that y'all printed?
Yeah, it's just basic for the ballot board. We're going to process the reason.
Yeah, is this a result tape or is this like a zero tape?
No, that's. What is this?
It looks like a. Well, yeah, I guess it's a zero because it's all.
This one up before the break. They're going to run the ballots and then they'll print the results tape and they'll do them.
Okay, alrighty. About the result tapes for the primary early voting by location, how do I get those at this point now that it's all certified? Do I need to do open records?
No, you have the ones on the website.
No, but we need it printed, like the Secretary of State, Christina, said, they need to be printed from the scanners. So is that, how do we make that happen? Because
send me the request and they'll respond to you.
Okay, because, I imagine it's going to be a bit, you're going to have to pay people to do it, right?
Just send me the request and I'll send you the response.
Okay. As far as the April 26th, are you going to have any of these machines there in Commissioner's Court for us to talk about?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, that would be really helpful. And because honestly, let me stop. Okay.
This is because it gets changed twice a year. This is what we have to do each time. Okay. That's it. There's any date corrections. It can inadvertently, if somebody fingers it, see, do this.
Oh, I see.
See, it could have just been an innocent error.
Yeah.
So, we're on Central Time.
Okay.
And this is part of what we check.
That's easy to do. Maybe there should be a passcode to change the time.
It is, but it goes actually to the administrative menu, and we don't give that one, so that check has to go with
Right. So, and that's it.
Okay. All right. That was simple. Okay. Oh, it moved it. There it is. So the time changed too. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Just documenting to make sure that all of these do. The issue of the time and dates being easily manipulated is the exact same issue Hyder Garcia was sued for in the Philippines back in 2010. This is the reason that a legislator from the Philippines called him a son of a bitch, because there was a major issue with the displayed times on the machines and the fact that they could not confirm when any records were actually entered in, because the internal clock of the machines had no connection to any external clock and could be manipulated at will. This is the exact same issue Hyder Smartmatic Garcia was sued for in the Philippines. Him and we've discussed this. He's the one that pointed that out to me. The video file that I will share in just a moment shows at a Tarrant County public machine test where I brought up the issue of the time being off because I had an election judge call me and tell me my machines are off by an hour. And I said, that's very interesting. Record that. So then I approached Hyder and I said, Hyder, what's this about the machine, the times being off? And he says, I'm not sure. Nobody's ever told me. I've never heard that complaint. We're sitting there in front of the machines doing a public test for the Tarrant County elections. And I say, well, Hyder, right there on my screen, I say, the screen shows 2:15. It is currently 3:15. And he says, oh, and there's a quick little fix. Very quick little fix. And it's a big problem for me that this is something that can just happen. It's okay. Like, it, just fix the time and the date.